This is the planning board meeting for July 22nd. Chris, will you call the roll?
Sure. Ethan Parker.
Here.
Doc Hennon.
Here.
Ted McAvery.
Here.
Ken Sullivan.
Here.
Susan Manette.
Here.
Again, Andrea and Jim both have reasonable reasons for not being here and informed us. So we can have a motion, can we have a motion to excuse their absence?
Make a motion to excuse their absence.
Second?
A second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Oh, we all get to vote now. Next item on the agenda. We normally do this every June, but got mixed up a little bit. But is the election of planning board chairman and vice chairman. Currently, I'm chairman, and Chad, you're vice chairman, or co-chairman, as you like to call it, which is good, because you correct me a lot when I say it wrong. Any discussion about, I'm willing to run again. Chad? You vice chairman again?
I will be.
Anybody else have anything anybody to nominate or suggest, or am I fired?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Anybody have a motion from somebody on planning board chairman?
Make a motion for planning board chairman, Ken Sullivan.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Someone make a motion for vice chairman?
I make a motion for vice chairman for Chad.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, congratulations. All right. Another 2 years, another 1 year sentence.
Big winner.
Okay, now, item number 4. Approval of the June 24th planning board meeting minutes. Anybody have any corrections?
Those are okay.
There are no corrections. Is there a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve the June 24th planning board meeting minutes as so.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Number 5, item number 5 on planning board meeting. Emerald Isle Code of Ordinance Amendment discussion. And turn it over to Chris to explain it to us.
Okay, Greg, can you put the presentation on screen, please? Thank you. All right, just a refresher. We've gone through this. This is month 3. We went through some of the changes. This all started with the May 14th regular Board of Commissioners meeting, instructing the planning board to look into possibly creating a setback requirements from competitive businesses for our satellite merchants. That's the current code in, see, yeah. So that's one of the things that, it's important to protect business interests who have invested in community and fixed establishments. So that's straight out of our code of ordinances that's kind of a preamble to our satellite merchant stuff to ensure that our focus up front is the brick and mortar, and then these satellite merchants are secondary. So as far as what we started with, this is the initial proposal, setting the 500 feet from any physical building as a setback from competitive businesses. That was presented to you guys last month. That's actually both months. That's a visual of the areas that we know that they can be permitted. And then we, of course, started with this showing the 500 feet. So at last meeting, you guys wanted to see 250 also. So I'm prepared to show you not only 250, but just in case, 100 feet. Give you an idea of how far that stretches from these same locations. So on the screen, first you've got that conglomeration where Gaffers, Lazzaro's, Village Ice Cream, and Candy's is. That's 500 feet stretch from essentially Village Ice Cream and Candy's doorstop. So that's 500. That's how far 250 will take you. And then 100 just won't even get to the right of way of Coast Guard Road. So Carib C, that's 500 feet from that. And again, what we try to do is find existing restaurants to sites that we know that satellite merchants are permitted to do. So that's going to the boutique hotel site. So that's 500 feet. There's 250 feet, so that's just still in the right of way of 58. And obviously, 100 feet is going to show right in the right of way. Costa's Pizza, which is over there at Village West, that's 500 feet, and then this is going northeast. So you got some that are available up top there. That's the Pirate Water Park. So that's 500 feet. That's 250 going into Boardwalk RV. And then that's 100 just basically going into the right of way. So we're looking at south. So permissible location is Islander. South of Costa's Pizza, that's 500 feet. There is 250, and then of course 100. And then going, because the Boardwalk RV is also listed as permissible site, that's where we got to 500 feet, 250, and 100 from Costa's. Same goes Soul Bowls. You've got the, what is that, Emblem by the Sea condo complex to the south of it. So that's 500 feet, 250, and then 100. And then finally, Surf's Up, which is over there by Bogue Inlet Pier. Everything's basically in the parking lot. That's 500 feet, that's 250, and that's 100. So potential actions by this board: you can recommend approval of the amendment of the 500 feet to the Board of Commissioners and adopt a consistency statement that's included in the packet, or you can modify that recommendation if you guys like the 250 option better, or you like the 100-foot option better, and staff can adjust the consistency statement to reflect that before the chair can sign it. Or you can table a decision on this matter and schedule for the next meeting, which is August 26th. Or the final thing is just recommend denial of the text change. So that's all I have for you. Open if there are any questions.
Did we ever figure out what other communities are requiring? I know Ocean Isle, I think you said it was 500 feet.
Well, you did Oak Island, but then you were gonna
Yeah,
kind of look in to see by our request in the last meeting if there was any others.
I could not find any others that required a setback from competitive businesses.
I know Oak Island wasn't 500, it was 50.
50, well, it's
That's correct.
500 for something else, but it was
It was
50 for food trucks, so
It
it's like
was-
basically
So
50.
what they
Yeah.
did is they take food trucks and they separate it out of itinerant merchants. So
Right.
Itinerant merchants was considered this.
Right.
Food trucks was in its own little,
Bubble.
bubble. Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it. I don't, it's an itinerant merchant in my mind, but
Yeah.
that was the only one that I could find that actually had setbacks from competitive businesses. Others are just restrictive on, they allow them in their commercial zone areas, or if they have future land use planning nodes in these key intersections. That's what Swan Pearl did. But it varies, but I have not been able to find any that, has a setback. Jacksonville might, I did not check them. I can still do that if the board wishes, but,
I noticed that the peach cobbler truck, because that's what pretty much started all this. It's not been set up there across the street from the beach store. It's been down at the ice machine. Has there been as many complaints since that's been changed, or has there been any more complaints?
We've had no
Well,
complaints.
it's also was right across the street from the travel park entrance, because I was staying there for a week, and
Was it?
it was right there, conveniently located at the entrance, safety, with a crosswalk for all those kids and everything to be going back for. I
Yeah,
literally
that was-
witnessed that.
That was, I think that was, would be fine at 500 feet.
It will, no, it would not. At 500 puts it out where the golf cart or the go-kart entrance was, so
But you were right in
250
front of
allowed
that-
it.
that
But
old
250
arcade.
kept them from being out there on Coast Guard Road and all that traffic. So that's why I kind of asked what a 250 would look
Well,
like.
that's what I
I
was
felt
asking.
500 was too
Cause I
restrictive.
noticed they had them in parked in front of the old gas station.
Correct.
So is it, are
Actually-
the complaints gone? So if the complaints are gone,
Well, I think corporate actually felt like the people that bought that, Encore or whatever,
So keep in
Thousand
mind,
Trails owns it now, so.
if we get a complaint or not, we permit them on acceptable site.
right.
Travel park is an acceptable site. Management decided to shift them from in front of the wine market to where they were because it was in the peak of summer and that was just a dangerous intersection to have people pull off to go to
Right.
Beach Copper, whoever else. They could decide in the winter months, the shoulder seasons, to put someone back out there. That's their decision. We just,
Right.
location has been decided on.
But I'm just curious if they moved 250 feet and the complaints have stopped,
Right.
do we need 500 feet? Do we need?
I felt like in the last meeting, we discussed this, that 500 feet was just too excessive.
I agree.
250 now allows everybody
I
to still
agree.
go in the locations they currently are in.
I agree.
500 feet was kicking them. They could, 500 feet from Caribs, so you could go there. 500 feet from me, you can go there. Pizza Dude, all that other stuff. 250 still allows them to go where they need to go at. Yet, I feel like it's a
I think that's more reasonable than 500.
it's a happy medium. Like
Yeah.
0 versus,
Not 50 feet.
I think we make a recommendation to go back to the Board of Commissioners, 250.
Okay.
You gonna make a motion?
Does it even need to be 250?
Yeah, I feel like 250 would be best, because 100 foot is still putting them too close to the road.
If Andrew were here, you're why it's important.
Why not?
He'd let you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's still for competing businesses, so they can still be in those congested areas no matter what, if
Yeah.
they're non-competing and the business owner allows it.
Yeah.
So if they're a taco truck, they could be right next door to this, a sweet spot.
Yeah.
If the business,
Ice cream.
or the property owner
Yeah.
allows it.
No, they can't. Because right around the corner, within 250 feet.
Oh, I mean like this one,
Lots of
but I
benefits.
meant that other ice cream store down there. It's not a dessert unless they're serving like a frozen margarita stick or something.
Be part of the,
Yeah, I feel that it's, helping the brick and mortar by giving some restriction, but food trucks in general are not being just, disallowed to come.
Right.
It's just competing with the brick and mortar that, for our ordinance, we're trying to protect. That's the theme of the ordinance, is trying to protect, the brick and mortar that pay taxes, that pay for services and whatnot in the town.
Yep. Yeah, like recommendation.
I'll make a recommendation to go back to the commissioners, 250-foot setback for similar and competing businesses between the food truck and the brick and mortar.
Okay.
we have a motion on the floor to change it to 250 and approve as is. Is that correct? Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
You got it.
Any other discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
I don't think it's necessary, but it's fine.
So you
I mean, I don't think it should be right in front of somebody's business, but
250 you're okay with? You're voting yes for that? Or you vote no for it?
kind of not,
If you don't vote, you're going with a majority.
and that's fine.
Okay, so that motion passes.
And that's fine.
I don't think it's necessary.
Duly noted. Maybe it'll make the minutes.
Good faith.
You can say that in the comments.
Well, I said
So
that,
it's
I said
in-
that before.
500.
You can say it in the comments section, so it's in the minutes.
Food trucks.
Okay, next item on the agenda. Report from planning director.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, you guys have, planning board monthly report is riddled with mistakes. I apologize for that.
I was like,
Yeah, we're looking at March 2024, October highlights. I gotta do a better
what's with the
job on that.
October highlights? Okay, go.
It's the report for June,
March
though. I
March
do
of
promise you that.
It's a report for June, but it's got October and March.
I know. But that's why I said it's riddled, yeah. Chris needs to do a better job fact checking himself.
Put copy pasted.
Yeah. So, I mean, it gives you a good idea of what we've done. No, this might actually be the wrong one.
I think
I need to double check this. This
It's
is-
301 Mangrove Boulevard's been taken.
Yeah, we've already taken
That's
care
taken
of
care
that.
of.
I apologize to the board. I'll get you both months, June and July at the next meeting.
I think we'll sleep well enough
Yeah.
tonight, even not knowing all this.
Darn it, man. Reading material.
So I will point out, so the Board of Commissioners' next meeting is the 13th, and then, of course, you guys, your next meeting is the 26th. We're still working on the special meeting for the Board of Adjustment. Me and Chairman Sullivan were talking about that earlier for this meeting. I'm going to do a follow-up email, hopefully either the next day or so, and just see what, I think I've gotten correspondence from all you guys on that. And that's just, we do have the survey as requested of the applicant, so it's just kind of finalizing that variance request. But I'm not aware of anything that would be for the planning board to hear, so we might be able to get away with August with one meeting and call it a month. We'll just see. There's nothing pending right now, so.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I'm done talking.
So you saying you think you might do the Board of Adjustments on the 26th?
Well, no, the request from the applicant, because we did talk about it at the May 20th meeting, is we'd schedule a special meeting if need be. And seeing as we as a town did not adopt an actual calendar for the Board of Adjustment, all of these are special meetings that the
I
Board of Adjustment holds.
understand.
So it'll be easy, it's just making sure that we have coverage of you guys.
In my opinion, the sooner we get this resolved one way or the other, the better. Safety issue, it's,
Right. So we'll get that finalized, hopefully, by the end of this week. I'm pretty confident on that. But I also wanted to let you guys know, unless something else happens, we might not have a planning board meeting. So we have a board of adjustment, but we might not have a planning,
that means I can make plans for August 26th.
possibly.
I don't know why I would, I don't
I'll
make plans
probably
for
just
anything.
jinx this because come August 13th, the Board of Commissioners meet, and everybody sit there and say, well, Chris, we want you guys to do X, Y, Z.
Yep.
They'll just say,
So wait till the 15th to make any plans.
that's all I have.
Okay, next item on the agenda, comments from the board? Anybody?
No comment.
No comment.
I would love to be at the Board of Adjustments, but I will be out of town as per my
One.
11th through the 20th.
Oh, those are the days you're not going to be here.
You're right, I will not be here 11th through the 20th.
I'm available any day.
I'm just kind
Unemployed.
of doubling that up because I'd love to be there for that meeting, but
Cancel your other plans.
nope.
Okay. I'd like to thank the board for voting me as chairman again. Next, if I do it again next year, I think I'm going to ask for my pay to be doubled, but.
Double nothing?
Yeah. That's all I've got. Last item on the agenda, one of our favorites. Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a
I'll second.
All those opposed, up. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passed. Meeting is closed.